Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to another round of candle reviews. I hope your day is off to a great start. And more importantly, happy Mother's Day to all of the mamas out there. I hope that you are all being spoiled rotten today because you deserve it. Anyway, I will have 3 different reviews going up on my channel today. Obviously, in this first video here, we are going to be chatting about Bath & Body Works Cherry Blossom Soju, but I do have 2 brand new Homeworks candle reviews that will also be going live a little later throughout the day today. So if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right below this video here. That way you'll be notified of all of my new home fragrance content as it goes live here on my channel. Anyway, you guys, let's dive into this absolutely beautiful, stunning fragrance that I have so fallen in love with. I am very glad that I picked up 2. I was a little nervous about grabbing 2 of the same fragrance because typically Bath & Body Works candles are not as reliable for me as they used to be in the past. But every once in a while I come across a real gem, and this one here it's like a diamond. I am so pleased with this scent, and so far so good on the overall burn quality, but we'll talk about all of that throughout the video here. So anyway, you guys, let's go ahead and kick this off. So this particular fragrance is a part of the limited edition Perfumer series collection that Bath & Body Works has been offering. And May, if you're not aware, is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So this collection is coming out in honor of that particular celebration throughout the month of May here. But let's go ahead and get into the fragrance notes here. I'm going to tell you what I smell, and then I'm going to tell you what I think this is an absolutely delightful dupe of. Despite the fragrance notes not really matching up to what I think this is a dupe of, like, at all, really. So, okay, the notes are pretty simple. Bright cherry blossom, jasmine, and a splash of soju. Oop. Hold on here, 1 second. All right, sorry about that little interruption there. So that was actually our neighbor, Andy. We really love our neighbors, Andy and Emily, and they are thinking about getting a family dog, but they've never had pets really in the past, and they are the type of people that just really like to know what they're getting themselves into and to, like, you know, research everything. So Andy has been offering to come and walk both Alfie and Penny, just to, like, you know, get a little bit more experience, like one-on-one experience with a dog. And I just think it's really cute. I love when people welcome new pets to their family, but I just really appreciate how thorough these 2 are, like, in terms of, you know, getting all of the ins and outs of what it's like to actually have a dog, right? Like, some people just dive in, and some people, you know, really do just a ton of research. These 2 are definitely research oriented, and I just think it's really cute. Anyway, you guys, let's get back to the review here. All right, so I'm gonna get started with the soju in this Cherry Blossom Soju fragrance because I didn't actually know what soju was. I was not familiar. So I did a little bit of Google research, if you will, and this is all coming from foodandwine.com, so feel free to go read this up on your own. But essentially, soju is kind of like Korean vodka, they're saying here. They say that soju can taste sweet, sometimes bitter, and then sometimes just really clean and smooth. Traditionally, soju is fermented white rice with a crisp flavor, a little apple, and sometimes a touch of burnt rice. So definitely a very interesting description for this, what I'm assuming is supposed to be a very boozy note in this fragrance. But interestingly, I don't smell anything boozy in this fragrance. It did not smell like that to me on cold sniff. And it has not smelled like that to me when I have had it lit at all. So this is not a boozy fragrance. If you are familiar with Soju and maybe you've been passing this fragrance up because you typically don't like boozy fragrances, I'm here to tell you that I don't detect that in here at all. So if it makes you nervous, there's no Soju to my nose. So the fragrance notes they're pretty straightforward here. We've got the cherry blossom, we've got jasmine, and that splash of Soju. So no Soju. Do I smell jasmine? Yes, I do get a really light, very pretty, like light floral jasmine note from this. I also get a touch of like cherry blossom as well. But this isn't like the Japanese cherry blossom from Bath & Body Works. I was really afraid that this was gonna have that as a base, but this is a very soft, very sweet cherry blossom fragrance. It's not aggressive. It's not like overly perfumey. It's just really, really pretty. So I definitely detect those floral notes. But you know what this fragrance reminds me of more than anything else, which is so funny because, like I said, this was not supposed to be a dupe of anything, I don't believe. But I think this is such a close dupe of the Cheirosa 62 fragrance from Sol de Janeiro. If you're not familiar, Sol de Janeiro is it's a body care brand, and they have this Boom Boom cream that I have been using for years. I love it. I'm always looking for the Boom Boom scent, if you will, in loads of different formats, either in body creams or in perfumes. Sol de Janeiro does have both available, so you can get that directly from them. But, you know, also in home fragrance as well. And I've been hopeful for a dupe in a candle format, and you guys, I think this is so close. Now, it's not a complete spot on dupe because, like I said, there is cherry blossom in here, there is jasmine in here, and I don't actually think those notes are listed at all in the Boom Boom cream scent. That is said to be more of a mix of like a caramel, pistachio, coconut. It kind of comes across as a sweet, summery, beachy type of fragrance. Which is not what this is portrayed as all, but I think this smells so close to that. It's almost like they took that Boom Boom scent and just popped in a couple of like light floral notes to make it just a little bit different and unique. But you guys, this fragrance really rocks my world. I love it in that it is a pretty close dupe of a fragrance that I already happen to really love, but I think it's tweaked just a little bit and it makes it a little bit more interesting and even, I would say, more pretty, and in a way maybe a little bit more sophisticated than the Cheirosa 62 fragrance. But oh my gosh, you guys, if you love the Boom Boom cream fragrance, you're gonna love this candle. On cold sniff, I thought it smelled pretty close to that, but once I lit it, I think it smells even more like that. I will say I don't smell a lot of that caramel that is in the Cheirosa 62. It's almost like the floral notes kind of replace the caramel in the scent. But everything else, like the pistachio, that kind of like almost like smooth coconut type vibe, that's still there. This is a fragrance that to my nose smells very sophisticated, very beautiful. It's definitely a feminine fragrance. It's just really, really pretty. And you know what? It has been performing so well. Now, I have mostly burned it in a Hurricane. Today I have it in the entryway in the Sherborne Hurricane from Pottery Barn. But I have kind of moved this around a few places in the house. It does fine without a hurricane. Don't get me wrong. I don't think you need one, but I think it kind of amps up the strength and throw just a touch by popping it into one. If you missed my Hurricane 101 video earlier this past week, I will link that in the description box down below. I really think that hurricanes help with amping up strength and throw of candles, so check that video out. But yeah, for me, when I have this in a hurricane, it's a solid, I would say 7 in terms of strength and throw. Now, without the hurricane, that does drop down just a little bit. I would put it at more of like a 6 in terms of strength and throw. Still a good performer, a solid medium performance for sure. But as it stands, like here where it is right now in this hurricane, I can smell it a lot better, and it's even more enjoyable for me. So I would say if you're thinking about getting this one, expect a solid medium strength and throw, but I wouldn't consider this one of those Bath and Body Works powerhouse type fragrances. I kind of wish it was maybe just a touch stronger, but I'm happy with where it's at. I'm really happy, like I said, that I purchased a backup of it. I just knew on cold sniff right away that I loved the scent. And even though the wicks are not my favorite wicks, so far they're still holding up. This has those really thick rope-like wicks. I've been trimming them pretty short between the burns, and I've also been taking a paper towel and wiping the excess carbon residue off of the wicks before lighting them. I feel like that has maybe helped with keeping the candle a little bit cleaner in terms of that carbon residue not dropping back down into the wax, discoloring it, and then affecting the fragrance. I'm gonna give you guys an overhead shot. I did just light this right before starting to film this video, so I'm not sure if this has completely pulled out. I know this doesn't have the full wax pool quite yet, but you can see as of right now, just at the halfway point with this burn, it's been doing quite well. I'm hopeful that it'll continue to do well. I get a nice solid, I would say almost like 3/4 of an inch wax pool, maybe up to an inch wax pool in the hurricane. And I do let this go for about 3 hours at a time. I've been limiting the burn just because I said the wicks are those thick stumpy ones that I struggle with. But take a peek down here. You can see as of right now, we're still doing super well. There's no sooting, no discoloration on any part of the jar or anything like that. So I've been having a good experience, and I'm so excited to have a backup of this one, you guys. It is absolutely lovely, and I'm just so pleased with this one. And I would encourage you to try this if you have a real affinity for the Shirosa 62 fragrance like I do. It's not spot on, but it's so close to where I think most people would be like, are you burning the bum bum candle? Yeah, like that's honestly what this makes me think of. It just immediately takes me to that particular fragrance. So I love it, and the next time there's a pretty decent sale and I have another coupon, I will totally pick up backups of this. I shouldn't because I'm not supposed to be doing that, but it's so good. This is so good. I think this is definitely in my like top new favorite Bath and Body Works fragrances. It's fabulous. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down below in the comments. But also, if you have experienced this one, please leave your thoughts in the comments down below as well. I think it's helpful for people to have a variety of different opinions about these different scents. So if you have experience with this one, let us know what yours is, like I said, in the comments down below. I'll go ahead and link this one in the description box. Subscribe if you're new, and give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.